A meeting between government technocrats and public sector unions over 2 weeks ago could not thwart industrial action by government workers. On Wednesday, the technical team came prostrate at the feet of the business community to present the reasons government cannot pay the full 7.5% increase now, but the media were only allowed to take in half of the talks. Prime Minister Stephenson King deferred to the Director of Finance to break down the figures. Isaac Anthony suggests the unions are unwilling to accept responsibility for some tough choices that would have to be made if they get what they're demanding.
Presented to them, interestingly, they held on to their position, while they understood the presentation, they were holding on to their position, and should pay the 4.5, but then once they understood the implications of government having to reduce subsidies on power and then having to increase prices as a result, that they do not want to be involved in a discussion on this because of government policy. But the reality is that we have to make choices. We cannot run with choices.
The media were allowed to take in the finance director's presentation, but were expelled from the meeting just before the discussion started. The request to get the media out was made by Tourism and Civil Aviation Minister Alan Chasney, who, despite being an observer of sorts, was not comfortable with media listening in on the discussions. However, the Prime Minister acceded and the media exited without getting a feeling for the business community's view on the current impasse. Anthony also attempted to clarify government's position concerning the payments of the increases owed to public servants.
Government's decision is a wage freeze, and that is important. In the case of Jamaica, the government implemented a wage freeze that was clearly announced in the government budget. This is different. The government is saying there will be no increases.
Paying a 4.5% increase now would mean that government would have to find an additional $2.7 million for salaries. Anthony says that would mean adjustments in expenditure areas that would hurt ordinary St. Lucians and public servants as well. Clinton Reynolds, HTS News, Channel 4.